some of the things which we learned earlier apply here too, right? But I will go into some of the peculiar things or some of the additional things which you need to be worrying about in this part, right? So starting with secure development, right? And I'll go through each of them in a little bit more detail. So now, since you're building your own application, you are responsible for ensuring all the code written is done in a secure fashion. Privacy and secure data handling, right? So since you are in charge of taking the data, storing it, you have a lot of decisions now because it's a custom application where you're putting the data, how you're storing it, how you're encrypting it, what exactly you're asking from the customer, are you taking the consent before you asking a particular thing. All those things from privacy, secure data handling becomes your responsibility. Now, where do you deploy the application? Now, application gets built, developer developed it. Are you deploying it again in the cloud as a IaaS? Do you have your own data center, or are you kind of renting a data center where you're deploying your web application? Those become consideration in the deployment part of infrastructure security. Now, above all that, right, you need to be now paying attention to the vulnerability management, since you could have vulnerabilities at so many different layers, which I will talk about. And the last but not least, the security operations. It's still important, right? But you have a wider set of responsibility in your security operations if you are dealing with custom web applications. So this is kind of a high-level architecture of a typical web application, right? This is kind of what I call a three-tier architecture or multi-tier architecture.
For more information, click on the link below or visit databrackets.com.